The app available from the App and Play Store.
So, Priyanka, welcome to Sunrise Radio UK and thank you for doing this. We're all so excited after seeing the trailer of The Royals.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you for having me. I am equally excited and nervous, if I may say so.
Yeah, I can imagine because it seems like it's been a handful. I mean, after just watching the trailer. So, okay, so tell me, what is The Royals about? I've figured it out a little bit from the trailer, but the UK has a really big Indian audience, and they of course watch a lot of Bollywood and a lot of Indian shows. And so, so what is The Royals about?
So, I think the trailer gave a good sneak peek into the kind of world and the characters and where the story is headed. I think it'll be a great opportunity for the world to actually see India in a lot of different shades, because you get to see for the first time a sneak peek into the royalty of today, like the provinces and the kingdoms that used to be, and they still hold on to their titles of a Maharaja or a Maharani and all of that.
Right.
And the royals of today, the modern India, the new heirs that have sort of taken on the throne, but technically they are no more in power because we live in a democratic country. And then you also have the other side of India, which is the new enterprising entrepreneurs of India, which is shaping urban India right now. And they are really the ones who are they are the one changing the rules of the game. They are kind of the ones who are in power. So I think it's an amalgamation of these two worlds when they come together. One represented by Aviraj's character, that's played by Ishan Khattar, and the other being represented by Bhumi's character, that is Sophia.
Sophia, yes, my daughter's name, so I love the name.
Yeah, so Sophia Kanmani Shekhar.
Yeah.
And these two characters, when they meet, it's not just their love story that we are portraying. There is so much more that's going on, because you really get a proper flavor of these two worlds. And I think we've really been mindful of creating a lot more characters that kind of give you an idea of what these two universes entail, be it from Sophia's side, the characters that are being played by Udit, by Lisa, by Sumukhi. And on this side, there is a dysfunctional family, which I think anyone can relate to, irrespective of whether they are royalty or not.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a dysfunctional family that's quirky, but they all have hidden within them their own kind of challenges, their own traumas that they need to overcome. And it's really a very wholesome story of all of these characters and how they find and come into their own by the end of the story. So this season, we see a lot of characters really owning up to becoming who they truly are. They start out at a place and they end out at a very different place. So
it's their journey.
So I don't think it's only Aviraj and Sophia's love story. I think there's much more to it.
I mean, with a cast like that, there has to be, right? So, would you say, is it loosely based on the current royals that we have in the country, or no?
I think India has so many royal families. You've got like so many different provinces, so many different states. So no, it's not based on any one particular one of them. It's just loosely influenced from the kind of lifestyles they have right now. Because you kind of know that they have wealth of the past, and a lot of their wealth is actually their real estate, which is their palaces and all of that. But in terms of the true power and identity, they are kind of holding on to a semblance of what used to be. So it's just a generic notion of who they are. And then the new generation of the royals, the youngsters, the guys who are now inheriting the throne, who they can be or who they are, because they are also global figures. They have all kind of gone into politics, or they are doing other things.
Fashion. They're fashion icons. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, fashion icons. So that's a big part of it. So it's loosely kind of influenced by different people that exist, but not any one in particular, because at the end of the day, we wrote our own kind of fictionalized version of this love story. And it so happens that this is the backdrop.
Fair enough, fair enough. Now tell me about the ensemble cast, because when I saw the trailer, firstly, Zeenat Aman, oh my God. So you're catering from age like 6 to 65 or 75 maybe, or maybe even 85. I don't know.
I would say 80s, man. Like, why not?
80s. Why not?
I think
crazy. It's got Bhumi Pednekar, Ishan Khattar, Sakshi Tanwar, and what a lovely touch she's brought, because I haven't seen her play a character like this.
No,
Like she's
never,
she's
never.
so convincing in whatever she does anyway. But then Zeenat Aman, Dino Moria, Milind Soman, and like what was that cast like? It sounds more like a party and less like a show.
Well, I think I mentioned it on the trailer launch event when I was asked this question,
Yeah.
and they kept asking me what was it like to work with all of
Yeah.
them. I think, like you very correctly mentioned, it felt like a party.
Party.
It honestly felt like a large picnic because we were living in Rajasthan for like almost over 2 months, and
Oh
we were
wow!
all
Yes,
just
I wanna get to the shooting locations after this. But yeah,
yeah,
so
so we
you
were
were
there
living
for
there for
2
2 months.
months, living together, and so every day on set was like everyone coming to picnic almost, and it was a lot of fun because everybody sort of plays off each other's energy, and
Yeah.
the energies were all very upbeat and happy,
And
and
that shows because even in
yes,
the trailer launch that you guys did, I mean, it was
yeah,
so immersive and so well done. And, it was very, very different to watch a trailer launch like that. But you could also tell, like, everyone is kind of vibing and it's a lot of fun. And
yeah.
it's fun because that energy is what's growing as well.
Exactly. And the thing is, I have always believed this across all my films and shows that I need to create that environment. At the end of the day, the director kind of sets the tone for everything, be
Yeah.
it how the day will progress, be it the characters, be it the worlds. So until and unless I set that tone where everyone's having fun, the camera will not be able to capture that. So, it always translates.
So
So
that
you
must have
need,
been quite a balance then, trying to make everyone have fun and
yes,
yet trying to get the job done and
yes,
direct them and get them
yes.
to take it
I
seriously.
mean, I tried, and I hope
Who
it's
was the
it's
naughtiest actor on set?
naughtiest.
Yeah, naughtiest. There's always one now who's kind of the troublemaker, but also the one making everyone else laugh.
It's Ishan. It's
Ishan.
definitely Ishan. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's not the troublemaker so much, but he's always the one who's always playing the
The
pranks, and
pranks.
he's obviously got a lot of energy,
Yeah.
and he comes to set with that kind of energy. Even Bhumi is like that. Even Bhumi is very bindas in real life. So I think there's a lot of shades of Bhumi in Sophia.
Yeah.
But Ishan, hands down, is like a live wire of energy. So
He
when
is,
he
yeah.
comes there, he brings that kind of energy,
Yeah.
and I think all of them, when they are together, I think everyone walked away with making so many new friends,
Friends.
and I think that is what really helped us, because I think all the while everyone truly vibed with each other,
And
and
it shows. It really
yeah,
shows in the
yeah.
trailer. And the
Even
minute, I mean,
Nora
when I
so
saw the
much
trailer and I
fun.
saw that you've directed it, I was like, oh my God, I
Yes.
have to chat with her to know more because it just looks like such fun. And it
It
stands
was.
out because there's so much content coming out these days that,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
when I was approached for this show,
yeah.
that was actually one of my first thoughts, and I was finishing The Night Manager at the time, and I couldn't have asked for a better departure from
Yeah.
what I had just done. Because, this Royals was so different, and the
Yeah.
characters are so different, the
So
world is
different.
so different, the tone and the story itself is so different, that I was more than excited, and I was like, okay, this feels new and fresh, and I
Something
really want
different
to
and something that you would
tell
enjoy.
this story.
And so
Yeah.
you mentioned 2 months in Rajasthan. Well,
Yeah.
I hope you weren't there in the summer.
Well, we actually went from the peak of winters.
Yeah.
We were there right from when it was almost 2 degrees, 3 degrees temperature. And then we
For the
went on.
London audience, by the way, that's going to be like, that's normal. 2 degrees?
Oh, yeah, of course. So for us Indians,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
freezing.
huge deal because
Yeah.
it's so cold, and
Yeah.
especially people from Bombay like us
Yeah, yeah.
who don't have a winter. So
Yeah.
it was very, very cold for us. And then from there, coming into summer, because we were there all the way till Holi and all of that. So it was peak of summer. So we had a lot of the crew falling sick.
Yeah.
Not being able to handle the weather. I think the weather was the most brutal thing for
But
us.
did you actually shoot in the palaces there?
We shot
It's
across
shot in the
several
palaces.
palaces,
Yeah.
yes. A lot of the palaces, I had to cheat across multiple places
Yeah.
because there were so many spaces I required for the show, for
Yeah.
the story itself. All of it was not conducive in one palace. So I had to go across different palaces. And in a lot of the places, there was, even though they gave us access to their spaces,
Yeah.
the spaces were completely barren. They were empty.
Oh.
So our production design team, helmed by my sister, Payal Ghosh.
Oh,
She's the
I didn't
production
know she's
designer.
the Payal. I didn't know she was doing production design. Nice.
Yes,
She's
yes,
done a
she's
fantastic job then because she's convinced everyone watching it that that's actually what the
yeah,
palace looks like
yeah.
somewhere in Rajasthan. We don't know where, but
I know it's my first time working with her, and I had obviously heard a lot about her work, and she's a Filmfare Award winner and all of that. So
yeah.
when we finally had her, I was very happy that beyond being my sister, I was just happy to have a really good production designer on board.
Yeah.
And she really did a fabulous job of bringing the palace to life,
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
So,
It,
and
it
I
looks, it's
think
very
that,
immersive. It's very like you feel like, and especially if you're Indian and you visited these places, which I have, and I couple of them, I'm like, oh wait, I thought I saw that when I was like 18 years old, but it
yeah,
does. It
yeah.
really feels like you're back in that era, back in the palaces.
Truly, truly. And
Um,
they do live like that, and we did draw inspiration from how they live now. So
yeah,
we kind of made those spaces feel like that. And I think that has to do a lot with the kind of performances also that we got, because the actors always interact a lot with their environment, the
yeah,
spaces they inhabit, the
yeah.
clothes they wear. So I pay a lot of attention to production design and wardrobe, because that truly makes your actor feel like they've become that
That
part.
was going to be my next question
Yeah.
anyway, because the styling looks fabulous. I mean, and
Yes.
what stands out is you can see there's a difference from like what Sakshi is wearing with her saris and her jewelry to like what Bhumi is wearing, the dresses, and Lisa Mishra, and like it's amazing styling, but it really stands out, like the modern versus the traditional, but
Yeah.
how it's blending together.
So I had to put in a lot of work on that front, must say.
Really?
And of course, our creator, Rongita Nandi,
Yeah.
and me, both of us have a very keen eye for wardrobe and styling, etc. So we both were heavily invested in ensuring that we get the kind of looks we want and creating each character and giving them their own unique style.
Yeah.
Sophia's style will never clash with Nikki's style, even though they are from the same universe of the Bombay entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But then again, when we are in the side of the royalty, Sakshi styling will be very different from Kavya styling, and
Yeah.
then again, a Nora styling will be different from that.
Yeah.
So, we did all of that, and even the men, there was so much thought put into how the men would dress, especially Aviraj's character, because he is a reluctant king. So,
Yeah.
does not adhere to the rules of wanting to be the Maharaja, and which you saw glimpses of it in the trailer.
Yeah.
And you have the other brother, which is Diggy, which is being played by Vihan, who's very much adorning the look of a Maharaja. So, there are all of these different characters. So, we had to really focus on what the styling needs to be.
Yeah.
Rongita and I
Convince the audience basically.
Yes, and Rongita and I spent a lot of time with Astha Sharma, our wardrobe stylist. And I must say that at very early stages, right from the time when I was doing workshops and readings with the actors, I love jamming with my actors also on their styling a lot, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who have to carry it off. So until
Yeah.
and unless they are comfortable putting on something, if
Yeah.
it doesn't, it will not sit right on them, the vibe will not look right, it will look forced.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of jamming that went in with Ishan and Bhumi and Zinat ma'am, that we then, achieved the look we wanted.
Got them into their character, but like quite
Yeah.
literally into their character.
Quite
Huh?
literally. And
So,
and they
so
are.
who's the actor who took the longest to get ready then? Since there was so
uh,
much that goes into the styling.
No, I think it's not got to do with their one thing. Some days
Yeah.
Sakshi ma'am's wig would take time to get
Oh.
adjusted. Some days I would need Nora to do a different hairstyle, so
Yeah.
that would take time. Or some days even the men would take a while because they are tying a turban. So there were different days for different characters.
Yeah.
That was challenging in terms
Yeah.
of how much time they took to get ready. And more often than not, the challenge really was to get them all ready at the same time.
Yeah,
Because
because
on
there's
an
so many
average,
of them.
there's so many of them, and across all my 6 episodes,
Yeah.
every scene has almost all 10, 12 of them in every scene.
So
So
that's
they
what I'm
all,
saying. You had a
yeah,
party on set. Every scene was
yeah,
a party, and that's what's come across in the trailer and got everyone so excited because
I
you
am
can
also
just
happy.
feel the energy and the vibe, and you go like, "Wow, that looks like they're having so much fun."
Yeah, yeah, it was truly a lot of fun. But I know the teams that were working behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the kind of work that went into from their end, my entire AD team, the team from PNC, it was a lot of work that went into it. But I think at the end of the day, we managed and we made it happen.
So 1 week to go for the Royals to release on Netflix, which is coming out on the 9th of May. What is
Yes.
keeping you busy? Are you shooting something else? Because we're
I,
obviously not going to let you go without knowing, is there going to be another season of Night Manager or not? You've
oh my
left
God.
everyone with bated breath, being like, is it coming? Is it not coming? We're like, 2024 didn't happen. Now we're halfway into 25.
Yeah, so I think I should not be speaking on behalf of the Night Manager season 2 just yet.
Okay.
Yes, the intention is to make it happen,
Yeah.
but there is several things that need to kind of fall into
Fall in.
place because it was after all a franchise that is an adaptation of a UK property, so there is a global brand involved. So there are a lot more intricacies that need to be ironed out before we can deep dive into it. So
Okay.
yes, the effort is still there. All of us really want to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's hopefully in the pipeline is all I can say because I can't officially say
Fine,
anything.
fine. That's enough.
Yeah.
You've said enough. As long as you've given us hope to look forward
No,
to
there's,
see to
I
do
mean, we
something
are
more.
equally hoping ourselves, and as
Let it
makers,
happen.
we are really wanting to make it happen because we've received just so much love for the show.
Yeah, it was an
And,
amazing, I mean, very gripping. Again, very different to what the Royals is, but also
Yes.
just very gripping. Like when I saw the trailer launch of the Royals, it was, I think someone mentioned that it's very snackable and bingeable.
yeah.
And that's always danger zone for me because if it's bingeable, I'm going to have to finish it in a day, and that's like 6 hours of my
Oh,
life
no.
gone.
Apologies in advance.
But it's
Please.
going to be good fun and really excited to watch it. And when are you
yes.
coming to London next?
I was actually scheduled to come there right after our Emmys for
Yes.
Night Manager.
Yes.
And my tickets were booked, everything was there, and I was actually gonna make it from New York to London.
Yeah.
And I was actually flying in with my UK producers. But as life would be, and luckily so, fingers crossed, I had to start shoot for my next one, which I'm currently in the middle of. Which is again something that I can't speak about just yet. All I
Okay.
can say is it's a really large ensemble. It's something that I'm doing with Roy Kapoor Films, and
Right.
I've started shoot already, which is why I had to rush.
Priyanka likes the party, huh? That's why there's ensembles everywhere.
I
'Cause it
must
becomes
say
a party.
I just lucked out. Yeah, what can I say? I think it just. I mean, life sent me the kind of material that I really was hoping for after
Yeah.
Royals. And it just so happened that the one that I'm making right now allowed me to have a large ensemble again. And yeah, so I'm in the middle of shoot for that, which is why I couldn't make it to London at the time. But I was kind of hoping that if Royals could do a screening both in LA and London, then, Ishan, Bhumi, and I would definitely fly down. But I don't think that's happening because all of us have gotten really busy.
Oh.
Ishan's flying to Cannes, Bhumi is busy on her next shoot, I am busy on my shoot. So I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but I hopefully will come there really soon because I'm working closely with an agent there in London, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of hoping to get into a couple of British series actually.
The app available from the App and Play Store.